Out of Washington, interesting. President Biden ditching many of his Democratic colleagues, saying he will not veto a Republican bill that would block the D.C. City Council from significantly softening its criminal code. That decision on behalf of the president, giving Republicans a major victory in their fight against this woke agenda. Chad Pergram's on the Hill on this. And Chad, bring it to us. What is happening next?
Good morning, Bill. Even liberal Democrats in the nation's capital have gone too far for President Biden. The president broke with the left wing of his party. He's standing by a GOP bill to block the D.C. City Council from changes in the city's crime code. There's a vote in the Senate next week.
The left's soft on crime campaign has even infiltrated the legal system itself. Far-left political donors have worked to get radical district attorneys elected in and around major cities. Many of them have promptly instituted what amounts to a blanket amnesties for whole classes of crimes.
Mr. Biden's move awarded congressional Republicans their first win in their quest to fight what they see as progressive policies. Congress can intervene in the District of Columbia because the city is a federal enclave. The president supports local control in D.C., but this went too far.
When it comes to what this proposal brings forth, which is, really lowering penalties for carjacking, that's not going to, he doesn't believe that's going to keep our community safe.
President Biden's move infuriated the left and caught many off guard.
He had not issued a veto threat, but he had said he was not for it. So this is news to me, and I'm very disappointed in it. If he will not veto, I hope that he continues to say that he will oppose it.
Several Senate Democrats will side with Republicans on the plan. The bill is not subject to a filibuster due to a special carve-out just for Washington, D.C. The president hopes this will curb the GOP argument that he is soft on crime.
Wow.
Bill?
Chad, it's going to be interesting to watch this vote to see how many Democrats vote with Republicans in the Senate. We'll be watching. Thank you, Chad, on the Hill.
Next Wednesday or Thursday.
You got it. Thank you, Dana.
We'll be watching. Let's bring in Fox News contributor James Freeman on this. So, the Wall Street Journal, you editorialized on it today, saying that Biden doesn't want to give Republicans an easy opening on crime in 2024. If he doesn't veto, Republicans won't have the election issue next year. But they will have done a great service by making the nation's capital safer for residents and visitors. I think this is kind of a win-win for Biden, right? He can look like he's tough on crime for this one thing, actually doing what the mayor really wants him to do.
Right.
And he then says to the Republicans, how can you say I'm not tough on crime?
Yeah, I think it is a win for Biden. Obviously a win for the people of the district, the really horrific crime wave going on there. Homicides up 35% in the last year, car thefts over 100%. And then this wacky city council says the answer is let's reduce the maximum sentences on a range of crimes, and really dramatically in many cases. Knocking down the top sentence for armed robbery, for example, by 25 years. 25 years. So this is just a law that, as you mentioned, the mayor vetoed it. The city council overrode the change. The mayor is for D.C. statehood, so she didn't like the method, but clearly this is the first step away from wokeness.
Didn't just override her. They outvoted her 12-1.
Yeah.
They were going to change everything, James.
Yes.
You get a carjacking, that sentence is reduced. You have a misdemeanor, you'll get a jury trial.
Yeah, a jury trial.
How's that going to work in the legal wheels of justice?
Yeah, and some people might look at this and say, oh, the maximum for armed robbery is going from 45 to 20. And they might say, well, 20 is still a lot of years. But you need to know the context, which is when you have the max at 45, it means people are getting in the teens. If you knock the max down to 20, you're probably getting a much lower sentence on the rest of it. And when you look at the crime wave in the district, it's clear the deterrent effect has not been significant enough to address this crisis. So
the left and the progressive have always had an uneasy relationship with Biden.
Yeah.
And they've pushed him further left. On this, they're going to be mad. And now there was this headline from 538 that Democrats are open to ditching Biden in 2024. And then he goes on to say, polling suggests Dems aren't thrilled with the idea of Biden as our nominee again. That lack of enthusiasm is unusual. They might not have a choice. I mean, if Biden decides to run, that's what they're going to get. But I want to know what you think about that pullback on the left side of things, because you have moderate Democrats who are trying to tell the left, you cannot be like this on crime. Look at Lori Lightfoot. She just lost.
Yeah, it's interesting. There are obviously two big pressures on him. One is voters giving the House to Republicans in the fall. Pretty clear message. Chicago, pretty clear message like we got in the New York mayoral race. Crime is a problem. But on the other hand, the reason I think you have not gotten a challenge to Biden is that progressives can't complain too much with his record so far. He has enacted a lot of big spending. He tried to get even more. They can't say he has not pushed their agenda hard.
Student loans.
Student loans, exactly. So this does raise a question of, does it start to invite people among the, let's say, the donor class, the insiders? Democratic voters have been saying for a while they don't think he should be the guy in 24.
Maybe.
But nobody's challenging it.
31 House Democrats voted with Republicans on this measure.
Yes.
Again, watch how many Democratic senators vote with Republicans next week. And Elizabeth Warren said yesterday the pieces are together. He'll run again, and he'll get full support from the caucus. How about that?
Future Treasury Secretary. That's what she's hoping.
James. Nice to see you.
You got it. Thanks. Good to be
Dave
here.
Reckoning.